So we're now back in public.
We need to have Stephen, don't we?
So this is
We'll do Peter.
so this is key performance results, item 8.
Next one.
Yep, item 8. And then at
Just got
quarter
wait
to
till-
I'll
just
adjourn
wait
the
till-
meeting,
Yes.
and then we'll do the
Yes. Just
briefing.
wait until Stephen's told.
No?
Right, so Peter, item 8, key performance results. You'll have figured that we're running to a reasonably tight timeline for this meeting, so any brief remarks, followed by questions, followed by consideration of the report.
Oh, good.
Look, I can keep this quite brief. This is the key performance report that comes before the finance and capital reports. Results for this month are, as they have been in the last quarter, very steady. There's been very little change either up or down. Briefly, in terms of levels of service, we are a couple of % below target, and the reasons for that are well known to you around COVID and the wastewater plant. We're a little below on capital delivery, and that is also known to you through supply chain problems and other issues. Planning capital for the years ahead is on track for next year and not quite on track for the year after, but that was always going to be a stretch. And in terms of operational expenditure, we have a substantial surplus of 28 down to 20 after carry forwards. So overall, extremely stable. That's where the year will end next month.
Great, thank you. Any questions? Yanni?
So really appreciate that you've done yesterday a Newsline story about sealing the deal for Christchurch's asphalt roads. As someone who asked through the draft annual plan to get an understanding of our sealing program, I'm just concerned that like this looks like a really good thing, but it's kind of, I just don't quite understand the quantum of it, whether we could do more and get better cost savings, and whether it changes the dynamic between the cost of chip sealing versus the cost of asphalting, given the previous presentation that we've heard when we've asked for greater asphalt. Is it, I mean, I totally appreciate what staff have done here. It seems like a really sensible solution. I'm just worried at a governance level, we don't seem to have any discussion or report or anything that talks about this specific project.
Okay. Look, I know that Lynette is working to the levels of service from the LTP, but I've tic-tac with her this morning. The difficulty is that most of the senior roading team are down with COVID.
Yeah, sorry, I get that.
We need to come back to you with a report.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate the fact that staff have actually saw a level of service that's failing and tried to adopt a new approach to try and improve the satisfaction. I think that's really positive. It's just frustrating that we go through a draft annual plan process where none of this gets highlighted, despite questions being asked around it, and we get a Newsline story. So, I mean, I don't know, can we get maybe, I mean, really the key question I've got is, should we be spending more money on the budget around this resurfacing or rejuvenation, and would that give us longer term savings?
Look, I won't speak for Lynette. I
that's
can't.
cool.
But what I will say is that if you look to her response on road sealing in the report that you've got here on your page 37, she raises a whole series of issues around why sealing is the way it is and provides a lot of information there. And I'm sure that when she does provide a briefing, she'll talk about capacity as well as budget.
Yeah.
So that's what we've got to work with today. But when the team is back, I'm sure they can expand on it.
Should we flag a briefing on it, or?
Well, there's further information to come. Let's think about whether that information is best provided in a briefing or by some other means. But,
Sure.
you know, Peter, you're in a difficult position because you can't answer on behalf of the staff that have got the detailed knowledge that we need. Let's have a think about whether a briefing or a workshop or some other form of communication is the best way to do that.
Yeah, because I'm also kind of keen to understand in the remedial action, improving our software and processes to better manage our roading assets.
All right, let's take all of this to a meeting where the people that can answer the question are in the room at the time. Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
All right, thank you. Are there any other questions? All right, so Sam, you're moving receipt of the report. Melanie, you're happy to second. All right, so moved and seconded. Is there any discussion? All those in favour say aye. Aye. Against? That's carried.